you have an arm bracelet. How the hell did you get that? Hey everybody, this is Alchemisted, and this is once again Star Trek Online, Rise of the Red Shirt, and I'm a bit curious about this thing right here. Is this something that Orions get? This little bracelet right here that's on the Fleet Taylor in the Fleet Starbase, or is this like a Neverwinter asset that's making a cameo? Anybody who's in the Neverwinter open beta can toss me a little line about that. I'd be interested in knowing. So, yeah. Ooh, hold on. Keep forgetting to do that. I usually play with the sound off, you see. So, anyways, toss me a little line about this thing. Tell me if that's like a Neverwinter asset or something. Because, looks quite out of place. Now, there hasn't been a fleet ops in a while, and there's a reason why. It's because the Starbase item input requirements are through the fucking roof. However, those requirements are being lowered as part of Season 7, which is launching Tuesday. So if there's any stuff you want out of the STFs, you may want to get it now. So before we begin Helna of Troy, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the Temporal Directive, who were kind enough to briefly take me in and allow me into their starbase so I could upgrade the Waglinde's loadout with advanced fleet weapons. I've got an advanced fleet dual phaser beam bank Mark 12, damage times 3 in accuracy. I have 4 advanced fleet phaser beam arrays, damage x3 accuracy as well. I have also obtained 2 advanced fleet quantum torpedo launchers, damage x3 in accuracy. And that's almost it. They one of their members, Andrew, you may know him from when me and Veculus, David JGB00, RE Powerplay, and Luca Polly ran Cure, also insisted I pick up a shield and a weapon. So, one of the things I picked up is the Elite Fleet Adaptive Personal Shield Mark 12, Cap times 2, Resistance B, and Adapt. Now, what this thing does is it's basically the Aegis effect from the Aegis shield on the ground. Whenever you take damage, it has the possibility of adding a stacked resistance to that damage. The resistance to damage you can get from it, the buff, can stack up to 10 times, making this an incredibly resilient, fairly decent capacity shield. The capacity is not really anything to write home about, but being able to resist just about any energy type, in addition to resisting disruptor, plasma, and anti-proton damage, is pretty nice. He also insisted I pick a weapon, which I wholeheartedly accepted. Some of you may remember some time ago me ruminating on this little baby right here. I wanted one of these. I said that this looks very Mass Effect-y. It looks like the Alliance gun from Mass Effect, and this looked like a Starfleet issue pulse wave to me. Well, one of the things I partook in when they took me in is, in fact, that pulse wave. So I am now rolling with a Starfleet issue pulse wave that doesn't look like ass. It's also pretty kick-ass in STFs. Let's go ahead and read off the stats of it. They insisted I get the Knockback 3 version. So what this baby does is it does a ton of damage, as pulse waves do, but it also heals your shields. It has a 5% chance to restore 12.6 shields every second for 10 seconds on a successful attack. So that's probably not ideal for a pulse wave, but if you were running around with an Elite Fleet minigun, that proc's gonna happen really often, I would imagine. So yeah, if you want a weapon that's pure survival, the Elite Fleet minigun is the gun for you. As for STFs, I have noticed using this Elite Fleet Phaser Pulse Wave, my survivability has gone up dramatically. Not only is it restoring my shields, but the knockback on this thing is crazy. So it's even more than normal for a Pulse Wave, ideal for crowd control. So we're going to go test this out in Helna of Troy. Now, Helna of Troy is the only one of this trilogy that I have not actually played yet. I'm going to be going in here cold. You and we're going to be together here. I have no idea what to expect from this mission. It sounds like, simply from the title, Helna of Troy. The first time I heard the title, it reminded me of a TOS episode named Who Mourns for Adonais, which is a fairly good episode. If you've never watched TOS before, I would highly recommend it. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I'm not going to spoil the plot of Who Mourns for Adonais. But the first time I heard Helna of Troy, that's where my mind leapt immediately to. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I completely off base? We'll find out. So, let's journey forth, gentle viewer, into Helna of Troy. Let's see. Available. Community. And, let's hope this interface doesn't lame us out too bad. Okay, an archaeologist is requesting Federation assistance. Can you help him solve an ancient mystery? Alright. Captain, we're receiving a subspace message from Admiral Lovejoy on Earth Space Dock. We must proceed to Minos Prime, a planet in the Karat system. We will assist Professor Pataki, a civilian archaeologist who has made an important discovery. Well, that's just about the most nondescript intro ever. Alright, fine. Minos system, around Karat. I've made it a point to avoid Cure as well. Cure ground, after the STF change, which is probably going to be unpopular for a lot. After the change to the STF system, come Season 7, I will be avoiding Cure Ground Elite like the damn plague. There's pretty much not going to be a reason to play normal anymore in Cure or in any STF. Like, or not a reason to play Elite, I'm sorry. I'm a little mixed up right now. It's 2 a.m. when I'm recording this, so cut me some slack. Got some caffeine, though. Alright. Alright, we gotta beam down to Minos. So who are we gonna bring? Let's see. No. In fact, I think I'm going to ignore Inky. Oh, I can't. Okay. I can't ignore him, despite the fact that he's spamming team invites at me. So, we're going to be going down to Minos. And, let's see. Who are we going to be bringing with us? I'm thinking we're going a little old school here. Let's bring the hazard team proper down here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what awaits us on Minos. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. This is a loading screen. It's going to load forever. Forever, forever. It's going to load forever. Dear Jesus. Load. Thank you. Thank you. Jesus. Okay, talk to Assistant Nemris. Nemris. Supplier Grohl. I assume you're Nemris? Yes, you are. Hello, Grohl. Grohl is very gruff. This is Gateway, is it not? That's what it looks like. This is the Guardian planet. Some cleverly placed placeables. Again, I am all for creative repurposing of old maps. So right away, this map is I'm liking what I'm liking this. Kind of wondering what the soot is. I hope that's not toxic. Oh, I really hope this isn't like that one world in like Mass Effect 1 where you like if you walk outside the Mako you get poisoned if you don't jump back in 30 seconds. You know the one I'm talking about. The one where you had to frisk monkeys. Oh, I hope this isn't like that. Alright. Let's talk to Nemris. What's happening, Nemris? My goodness, you startled me. You must be... please forgive me. I have so much trouble understanding the variety of Starfleet uniforms. Does that insignia mean Vice Admiral? No, it means Captain. You're wrong. Welcome to Minos Prime. You must be looking for Professor Pataki. May I ask you some questions? If you like, but you need to speak with Professor Pataki at the main dig site. I'm also very busy. What would you like to know? Oh God, text. What can you tell me about the situation? Respectfully, Captain, I'm not the person to debrief you. As I said, you will find Professor Pataki at the main dig site. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to work now. Let's see. Who are you? My name is Ruby. I'm a graduate assistant from the University of Montreal, Earth. Professor Pataki is supervising my internship. Why do you want to be an archaeologist? Not everyone strives to fight in an endless bloody war, in which Starfleet and its enemies commit crimes against humanity. If more of us studied the lessons of the past, perhaps we wouldn't be repeating the mistakes of history. Sorry, I must be boring you. Now, will you please let me get back to work? Do you like it here? I fail to see the relevance of that question. If you must know, this internship has been a difficult challenge. Professor Pataki is a brilliant man, but his strong personality can be trying. Wait, why am I telling you this? May I please get back to work? What's that perfume you're wearing? Wow, I've heard about the pushiness of Starfleet military types, but you take the case. No, I got that right. Get lost. Assistant Talara. Assistant Bronel. What are you doing, sir? This Packlet has developed a passionate hatred of this plant. Yeah, you show Mother Nature who's boss. There are so many Packlet jokes that I'm holding back right now. So many. So many things I could say. So many things I could say about the Packlet and how they want things to make them go. And his hatred at a plant that he may have just consumed. But I'm not going to go there, because I'm better than that. Let's see. Hi, what can I do for you? I'm looking for Professor Pataki. You've almost found him. He's right by the tent. Thank you. Alright. Okay, he's not there. Thought I saw someone over here. Hey, oh, there you are. Hiding from me. Yep. My tricorder tells me it's a wall, Professor. Keep up the good work. Well, it's about time you got here. I've been waiting for personnel and supplies for 3 months. 3 months! Where are my supplies and where is Dr. Hawk? Supplies? This is outrageous! Inconceivable! I know that Starfleet has a reputation for bureaucratic idiocy, but this is beyond forgivable. You have no supplies for me? You are not delivering Dr. Hawk? I must lodge a formal complaint. Professor, what do you need exactly? What do you think? Does this look like a pleasure planet? Provisions, medical supplies, and survival essentials make up most of my requisition request, along with an enhanced XR11 carbon decoder from the Shavaro Institute. I can provide the supplies, but not the device. Inconceivable. How does Starfleet expect me to find the location of Zeus's treasure? Whilst they continue supplying and training an endless army of soldiers, they don't have the competence to provide minimal support for academic and cultural endeavors. This is insane. Even the Klingons would do better than this. I should have never applied for Federation grant assistance. You are a curse deadlier than Tutankhamun's. Please, sir, calm down. Will you shoot me if I don't? That seems to be Starfleet's attitude towards scientists lately, not to mention innocent civilians. I cannot complete my research without additional supplies and personnel. If you'd rather shoot me than fund me, have at it. Perhaps my ship's personnel can assist. Oh, yes, I'm sure that you have any number of qualified scientists who could take the place of Dr. Hawk, the galaxy's foremost expert in both xenolinguistics and astrophysical monuments. Are you serious? I need qualified scientists, not gun-toting space cowboys. This task requires experts, not ensigns who are either wet behind the ears or suffering from post-traumatic stress disorders. Wait. I'm curious. Who would you give me? I want a good laugh before I speak to your superior. What exactly do you need help with? Okay, I will try to explain it so that a child can understand. Let me muster the patience. Do I have to teach you the basics about the historical mission of James T. Kirk to Pollux 4? Yes, I don't recall that episode. For the benefit of you, let's make this guy go over what happened. I think I was right on the money when I thought, oh, this mission's in reference to Who Mourns for Adonais. I think I was right on the money. So I'm going to make him go over. It's probably going to piss him off, but I'm going to make him go over this anyways for your benefit. Also, Revan. Revan. Take that idiot tribble off. It's pissing me off. Is there anything that I can put on you for now? Tribble. Matt. Alright. Cool. You can have that. Use it in good health. Yes. Okay. I need to get Revan some decent equipment. Jeez. Yes, I don't recall that episode. Captain, if I may interrupt, I can provide you with more detail. It was my capstone project at the Academy. Go on. On On Stardate 3468.1, the Enterprise and its crew were taken hostage by a powerful alien, who claimed to be Apollo, the Greek god of light, prophecy, healing, and various types of arts, such as poetry. He demanded that his children from Earth recognize and worship him. Kirk challenged and eventually outmaneuvered Apollo. The Enterprise fired phasers that destroyed his temple, which served as a power source for his godlike abilities. Once defeated and rejected, Apollo seemingly faded into nothing in order to reunite with his kind. Get to the point. The classical gods of Earth's antiquity were part of an alien race who affected many pre-warp civilizations. There are several ancient wars that can be attributed to the likes of Hera, Athena, and Apollo before they mysteriously vanished into the wind, as Apollo reported to Kirk. Since Kirk's mission, archaeologists have found other sites, which we can attribute to other Greek gods. Amidst the ruins of a nuclear holocaust on Cardari Prime stand the ruins of a temple devoted to Artemis. Our research site has uncovered many references to Hades and Poseidon. I get that. What of this treasure? I don't understand why I am so compelled to explain, as if you could help. Simply put, this temple well contains inscriptions that refer to the greatest treasure bequeathed to the world by Zeus. Clearly there are coordinates attached, but we have been unable to decipher them. That is why I desperately need the help of Dr. Hawk. Captain, I demand that you accommodate my request. Since I've explained the situation, you should appreciate my predicament. Use your ship to deliver Dr. Hawk to me as soon as possible. If not, then you truly deserve to wear that uniform as a badge of stupidity. First, I want to see if my people can help. An outrageous waste of time! Inconceivably moronic! However, I should get a good laugh from this futile exercise. Just make sure that your scientists don't shoot the artifact. Acting Ensign Paulo here, Captain. Your orders? Have Dr. Daniels report to the surface. Stand by. I'm sorry, sir. Dr. Daniels is attending an academic conference on Risa. Have Dr. Havraha report. Stand by. I'm sorry, sir. He is also attending the Risa conference. I need the highest-ranking stellar cartographer. That will be Ensign Helna. I will communicate your orders. Thank you, sir. Thank you. An ensign? Your foolishness does not disappoint, Captain. Should I have one of my assistants babysit your wonderkind? Hello, Captain. Reporting as... I'm here. You're so... Rigelian! How wonderful! Oh, hi. Nice to meet you, Professor. Captain, how can I help? So it just said explain the situation. There was no, like, dialogue or anything, so... Fair enough. I see. That sounds complicated, but I'll do my best, sir. Have you accounted for stellar drift? What an excellent question, dear lady. Yes, in fact, we have. Unfortunately, all calculations fail to produce a location with a planetary system. I see. What about gravitational realignment due to supernovae and the birth of pulsars? Another excellent question, Miss Helna. May I call you Helna? Sure, I guess. It's a very pretty name, so it fits you well. Thanks. We've also compensated for other factors that may have altered the elliptical orbit of Minos Prime. We've also compensated for other factors that may have altered the elliptical orbit of Minos Prime. That was probably your next question, since you have an astute mind. Astute? I hope that means good. And what a sense of humor you have! Okay, Helna's starting to get nervous. Are you using a heliocentric or geocentric grid? Heliocentric, of course. Why would we do otherwise? Maybe it's stupid, but we're dealing with aliens who visited Earth prior to the Copernican Revolution. Maybe the civilization also thought of their world as the center of the heavens, using Aristotelian-like notions of immutable Earth and immutable heavens. Perhaps the markings aren't meant as coordinates, but more as a way for people to look up at the night sky and fantasize about the treasure of Zeus. Miss Helna, you are as brilliant as you are beautiful. Quick, can you adjust the calculations? Sure. They correspond to a planet 4.7 light-years away, on the other side of the Klingon border. The tricorder says that the planet, Donatara 5, is uninhabited due to the decaying orbit of its disintegrated moon. But it is Class M, so we can breathe and walk around, you know? My dear, I could kiss you right now. Hey, no problem. I'm glad to help. May I? What? May I kiss you? Oh, spirits, that's, yeah, no. Sir, do you need me for anything else? No, Ensign. You did good. Please, I would like to politely request that we set course for this planet to investigate. I can't thank you enough for your help. I don't have orders to violate Klingon space. But, Captain, I beg of you, stand by. Yes, Captain. Patch me through to Admiral Lovejoy. Aye, aye, sir. Stand by. DP, this better be important. You're interrupting an important meeting. So it says debrief Lovejoy, who I seem to have caught at an inopportune moment. Debrief Lovejoy. Funny. Get it? Get it? Alright. So assume your character filling in the Admiral on everything. And we're walking. I see. I advise you to make the journey, Captain. This artifact could be of immense cultural importance. Keep me informed. Okay, and I'll let you get back to it, ma'am. It's nice to know that at least someone at Starfleet appreciates the cultural value of my work. My dear Helna, I've been living on rations and Slidax for many weeks. Would you be kind enough to show me to the ship's mess hall? Sure, Professor Pataki. Your orders, Captain. Beam us up and set a course. Not sure why 4 is the one who... For some reason, the dialogue pop-ups don't really like showing Doppler very much. The male photonic science officer you could get. The dialogues don't like him for some reason. Even when I have every science officer in my OA team, it still doesn't display him. When the science officer from the ship comes to hail, it displays somebody else. I don't know what's causing that. It shouldn't. He does occasionally show up. But, not very often. Sir, we're being hailed by a Klingon listening station. How shall we proceed? Well, we're across the Klingon border in a time of war. I can ignore them, tell them we're Ferengi merchants, or be straight up with them. All three of these have some pretty major pros and cons. What should I do? We have entered Klingon space. If I tell them we're Ferengi merchants, they might get offended and shoot at me. If I talk to them, they might shoot at me. If I ignore it, they might come here and shoot at me. You see my dilemma. So what do I do? If I talk to them on screen, if I chat with them on screen, I can. But no, I can't. I don't know what it would let me do because I don't know what he would make what he would let me do. Because again, all the way back to Helna and back. You know, once you had picked an option, you were locked on that course, and there was no room to finesse the situation at all. You know, if you chose to be assertive with the guy, you had no choice in the dialogue but to like threaten to lean on the guy, or to lean, literally to lean on the guy. In fact, I think it was, and there was nothing, and you couldn't just maintain. You know, you couldn't just intimidate him a little bit. You know, you had to basically threaten physical violence on the guy. You know, so I don't know exactly what he's going to let me do if I pick any of these. I don't know, because if I talk to them on the screen, I can't tell them why I'm here. I can't tell them there's some treasure because we're in Klingon space, so they would be claiming that as their own, and technically they'd be in the right to do that. We're not exactly here legally. Then again, it's a time of war. The Klingons shot at us first. Then again, we are trying to, through Mako and Omega Force and the Borg threat, the Federation is trying to find peace with the Klingons, so I don't want to piss them off. Which is what I'm sure is going to happen if I just ignore their transmission. They're going to send a big-ass ship here to investigate, and it's going to come down to a fight. Klingons are going to die, I'm going to feel guilty, and the Empire's going to be pissed. The Federation ship brazenly invaded their borders to steal an artifact that, according to interstellar law, belongs to the Klingon people. Then again, I'm not exactly part of a charity here. I'm part of a military organization in a time of war. Some rules have to be broken sometimes. So you see the pickle that I'm in right now. So I'm going to try and play this cool. I'm going to try and tell them we're Ferengi merchants. And we're going to see what happens. Let's see. Tell them we're Ferengi merchants. No response, sir. Understood. Continue course and speed. I may have just screwed up massively. A fight may be completely unavoidable. I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing if that storyline actually branches or if any of those actually do something different. So I'm decided I'm going to try and... Oh, that's not good. Okay. This was clearly a mistake. Well, that's about 300 or 400 Klingons dead. That's not going to come back and bite me in the ass later. So, engage the Klingons is an actual objective. I don't think that fight was avoidable. From what I'm seeing, it ticked off as an objective. I think that fight might be unavoidable. Still sucks. I tried. One of the few actually somewhat atmospheric tracks of the game. It's not too bad. Sir Ensign Helna and Professor Pataki are ready to beam down. Should we follow them to the surface? Yes. Okay, so we're sticking with our Pran and Revan. We are sticking with our retro landing party here. Excuse me. I've got a bad feeling about this. Ooh, this place is pretty, though. Very pretty, in fact. Yes! I have no idea where I'm going with that. Alright. There's some very nice ruins you have there. Nobody's going to get that. Very, very nice ruins. Good job in building this place. Oh yeah, you see all kinds of really awesome stuff. Stuff that I'm still learning to do. Like most of the time I spend in the foundry, I spend like screwing around learning to build shit. So that like maps don't look boring. But oh yeah, Havraha did a really great job building this place. It looks simple, but I know for a fact that it's a little bit harder to build than it looks. Oh yeah, this is nice. Very nice map. Very simple. Simplicity is not always bad. In fact, actually, because of how simple this area is, if the rest of this mission takes place in this small area, that wouldn't be too bad. You know, because that's how Who Mourns for Adonais went. You know, is like most of the episode took place at this like ruin, and it was a very simple set, and they got a whole episode out of that. So yeah, if the entire rest of this mission takes place here, that's not too bad. It's very nice looking, very interesting looking temple. Probably took some time to put it together, especially when you're fighting the Foundry. Especially if you would do it now with the Foundry constantly messing with your placement. Jesus. Anyways, let's move on. Hi, guys. Sir, tricorder scans won't penetrate the containment device. I'm trying to bypass the security lockouts, but it's not working. If I knew the security code, I could disable the device and scan the orb. I'll try to find some clues. Unfortunately, the only markings on the device are ancient symbols for earth, wind, water, and fire, repeated in that sequence many times. I'm not certain what it means. There are other markings on the pillars, which I can translate for you. Some of them relate to Earth's Trojan War, which is bizarre. I'll inspect the pillars. Earth, fire, wind, water. Calling it right now. South pillar. The pillar's markings say, Odysseus steered the lone plow, preserving his infant son from the misdeeds of Palamedes. Huh. The pillar's markings say, Achilles looked afar to see 4 towers of Troy glow in the night. Okay. The pillar's markings say, Ajax sailed safely though, after twice engaging with Hector. The pillar's markings say, 3 sons of Theseus fled the usurper Menestheus, pursued... What? I got that right. Okay. I was wondering if I got that right. 3 sons of Theseus fled the usurper Menestheus, pushed quickly by the breath of Zeus. Let's see. Same thing. Give me a hint. Don't look at me, sir. You should talk to Pataki. Let's see. This puzzle is too hard. Alright. So... Let's see. I can break the code. What is the 4-part sequence? 4-part sequence. Alright. Well, that all depends, doesn't it? I thought I saw something. I was certain I actually saw like a blue label somewhere. See, I'm not gonna go like this puzzle's too hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is 4. And that's none. 4. Okay, so it's not how intact these things are. How goes the sequence? So are we talking historical context? Like, when these things happened, is that supposed to be the sequence? So if that's the case, we have to figure out which is the earliest. So let's see. The lone plow. Okay. It's gonna make me bust out. It's gonna make me bust out some paper and a pen. You know how much I love busting out paper and pencil for stuff. Alright, so. So we are facing... Alright, so I'm gonna draw, let's see. We got a circle inside a square, and that's the temple. Now, facing south, we have Odysseus. And I misspelled Odysseus, but I don't care. We have Odysseus and the lone plow. So this, I'm going to put in quotes, equals 1. South equals 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out the other corners. Okay, you guys go and have a powwow over there while I figure this out. Okay. South equals 1. South equals 1. East equals 3. Okay. Equals 3. 3 sons of Theseus. All right. So I'm getting a few possibilities going here. It's really... Could it be simply going clockwise? Okay. Okay, Ajax sailed safely though after twice engaging with Hector. So north equals 2. Okay, north Ajax. Alright. So north is Ajax, north equals 2. And that would make you 4. And you are, let's see. Achilles! You're next, Achilles! Let's see. Achilles looked afar to see 4 towers. So west equals 4. Achilles. Alright. So, what we have is north equals 2, east equals 3, south equals 1, and west equals 4. Now, we have enough to try a theory if it's going clockwise. So, let's go ahead and see. Let's see. I can break the code. What is the 4-part sequence? So, we're going to go clockwise from north. This is probably oversimplifying shit immensely. This probably will not work, but a start's a start. So that is 2, 3, 1, 4. Not working. Okay, so 2, 3, 1, 4. It has something to do with the numbers that are mentioned on each quote. I'm not sure if it's historical context or what. Like not a historical context, but in the order that they supposedly happened, or the order in which said literature was writ. We could try counterclockwise. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 1, 3. Let's try that. Okay, it's not 2, 4, 1, 3 either. Okay, I need more clues. Alright. Okay, that's what I saw. Okay, Pitaki's inside these things. That's what's going on. Can I see in there? Yeah, I'll bet if I took a demo record of this place and looked inside these pillars, the Pataki NPC is inside those. That's what I saw earlier. Okay, so it's not clockwise, not counterclockwise. So what's going on here? What do you want? What do you want, game? Preserving his infant son from the misdeeds of Palamedes. None of these quotes have anything to do with the other, I don't think. Towers of Troy glow. 4 towers of Troy. Ajax sailed safely, though, after twice engaging with Hector. Okay, Hector killed Achilles. 4-2. 4-2? 3. 3-1-4-2? Let's try that. 3-1-4-2? Might be off. No, it's not 3-1-4-2. So Achilles was 4, Hector was 2. Fuck, wait. Okay. 3124. We'll try that. This is stupid. Yeah. So 3124 doesn't work either. 1324? There we go. It's in historical order. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Continue? Wow, you did it, sir. Sir, something's happening to me. Spirits! Okay, apparently Helna shrieks in pain. Me and Pitaki race toward her. And then we see a transformation occur. Transformation into what? Miss Helna? Suitors, all fair and noble, you have freed me from Hera's spite. You have provided me with a bodily vessel to live again. Many songs will be sung of this day. Thank you, 8, for killing the moment. I long to know each of you, to hear tales of your travels and battles. But we must flee first. Where is your ship? We must sail quickly to avoid the gaze of the Queen. Please, tarry not. Okay. Please, there is no time. We must hurry. Where is your ship? Captain, this is the Walglinde. Another Klingon ship is dropping out of warp. What are your orders? Okay. Beam all of us to sickbay. Say, beam me to the bridge. Beam Helna to sickbay. See, Nell can take care of the ship. So, beam all of us to sickbay. Ah, another choice that's probably meaningless. But I'm going to agonize over it anyways. Well, Helna's clearly possessed by something. God knows what it might have done to us, so I'm going to take the prudent choice and beam all of us to sickbay. Transporting now, sir. Besides, beaming a godlike being possessing a young lady into sickbay unguarded might have bad. Hera's arena. Captain, we are not on the ship. Obviously. Well, again, don't I feel silly for obsessing over a decision that had no real purpose. What the hell's going on with all these? I see... Do I see like Klingons and like Starfleet dudes and like all sorts of stuff going on in these stands? Is that Gozer up there? What's going on? Contact the ship. Come here, friend. I'm not getting a response either. Where's Pataki? He is here, sir, but he is attempting to hide behind those cages. Where's Helna? Sir, you don't see her. She is in a cage ahead. Fools and transgressors! You test the powers of Hera, Queen of the Gods. Your vessel will not aid you. I have seized it, along with the vessel of your foe. Release my ship at once. Silence! You will approach to answer for your crime. You will pay dearly for stealing the ancient essence. If you do not obey, your vessel will sink to this world in a rain of fire. Feel free to help the dumbass soldier, Mr. Noble Scholar. Well, this is going to get interesting. Again, really nice set design here. This looks really good. Yeah, no. Your ship has been destroyed. Your sailors are dead. You will not die so quickly. Yet, before I strike you dead, I demand entertainment. Let the festivities begin. Oh, lady, I am so gonna kick your ass. So this is pretty in keeping with how the Greek deities did stuff. They were generally dickish. And, well, basically tortured people just for the hell of it. So I give not a jack shit if she's a deity. If she's laid a hand on the Woglinde, I'm going to make her pay it for it. The face that launched 1,000 ships attracted brave warriors. Let us see how you match your foe. Come here, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna switch this out for this, and no, I want to keep that, and switch Winona out for that pulse wave. All right. Hi there. You're next. That all you got? I grow tired of this spectacle. It is time for you to die. However, you have proven yourselves to be capable warriors, so I will let you choose. I will scan your minds. Choose! Choose the form of the Destructor! Officers think only happy thoughts. This reminds me of a movie. Well, that music's playing at a inappropriate time, isn't it? So we're gonna turn the fucking music off. There we go. There, that's much better, isn't it? Alright, so... choose the form of your destructor. So, let's see. I could tell them to think only happy thoughts, which is probably something that you would have seen in, like, TOS or early TNG. Or I could say this reminds me of a movie. Because this reminds me of a movie. Alright, go ahead. Hit me with your best shot, Hera. This reminds me of a movie I saw once. The choice is made. Oh, hi. You are hopelessly screwed, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. You ain't got shit. Let's go ahead and kill these guys first. Your best fucking shot. You don't have crap. Wow. Bye. I hope that wasn't your best shot, lady. Captain, please help me. I've been hit. The hell? Sir, something is happening. We should take a closer look. Oh, hi. Zeus! Bear up, my children, bear up. I am still mighty in heaven. Justice will prevail. Father, you have come for me. Zeus! You meddling and philandering old fool. You care to defy me? Did Hera just turn into Azula? What the hell? Here, my wife and sister, you have broken the edict of non-interference. It is you who meddles in the mundane affairs of these lower creatures. Justice demands that you cease. It also demands the return of Helen. Her essence will be absorbed. How dare you preserve and hide her? When did your heart grow? You suddenly feel love for the offspring of your extramarital adventures? And her? She whose beauty has brought death to many. Where was your justice in those affairs? It is not love. She was to pass to dirt, as all mortals do. You may not capture the powers of her beauty by preserving her essence. The essence belongs to me. My powers have diverse sources, just as yours do, Zeus. Shall I remind you of... By the way, it should be just as yours do, not just as your do. That tripped me up a little bit. Shall I remind you of... Woman, I will not argue with you. Obey your king and husband. Return these creatures to their vessel and give Helen to me. No, Zeus, you will not prevail. I will punish you harshly for defying my will. I will raise an army to defeat you. These creatures will die painful deaths. Helen's essence belongs to me. I too can summon a great army of ships. You do not want to test my powers, Hera. Obey me. I will not obey you, old fool. Your army will be crushed. He looks... Okay, he's looking down at us. Lower creatures. If you wish to save the mortal shell of your companion, you will fight on my side. Your ship has been restored. How dare you, Zeus? Your hand is strong, but your mind is weak. I will defeat you. Sir, this is the Waglinde. Communication and other ship... Okay, she didn't destroy it. I kind of figured that. I kind of figured, nah, she hasn't done anything to the Waglinde. Just knocked out its systems for a while. Sir, this is the Waglinde. Communications and other systems are restored. Status report, quickly. I don't have a good explanation. We were ready to engage the Klingons, but both the Waglinde and the Warbird were restrained suddenly by two giant hands in space. A few minutes later, the left hand crushed the Klingon ship. We were unable to save them. Now the giant hand that was holding the Waglinde has disappeared. Stand by. Captain, please hurry. There are more ships. Unbelievable. Transport. Captain, we're unable to lock on Ensign Helna's signal. Shall I proceed without her? Gotta do what you gotta do. Hello. Meanwhile, in the shit. Okay, so apparently they have both yanked out Federation starships from everywhere. Alright. You have proven to be a brave and capable warrior. Hera has been defeated. Defeated? She's been defeated, you see. Ah, where the hell did that come from? Hera has been defeated. The essence has been absorbed. This victory pleases me. You may continue to exist. Where is Helna? If you are referring to the shell that housed the essence, I have preserved it. You may have it back now. Okay. He Q flashes Helna onto the bridge. Behold my benevolence. Sense. And then he fades away. Captain? What am I wearing? How did I... Ensign, it's a long story. Report to sickbay. Oh my... Spirits! Right away, sir. Did we find a treasure worth keeping? No, but we saved one worth keeping. I feel so confused. I'll get to sickbay now. Thank you, Captain. Please, my dear Helna, let me escort you. Sir, I believe that I have an explanation. Shoot. Captain, I'm reading no debris in space other than the Klingon ships. None of those other ships were real. It was purely a battle of power between two of these gods who used their competing sources of energy to create illusions. A fascinating display. Let's hope they never return. Yeah, I'm gonna go with let's hope they never return, considering how much of a jerk-ass Hera was. She murdered a ship full of Klingons because she was pissed off. Because a mortal wouldn't let her have her way with him. Or his away team. So, yeah. Let's hope they don't show up again. Alright, so I'm giving this one a solid 5. Really great set design. The previous two really relied on pre-generated assets a lot. Like, I don't know if that Coliseum, I almost feel like playing through it again just so I can look around that Coliseum and see if I can find where the seams are, because I don't know if that Coliseum is actually an asset. If it isn't, it certainly looks like one. He did a really good job building it, if that's the case. It looked fantastic. So yeah, really great job on the set design. Between the temple and that Coliseum, those looked awesome. Especially, again, the atmosphere of a place. The atmosphere of a place, like walking around in a place that is visually interesting, that is interesting visually, that is interesting in how it sounds, and just a feeling of being there. You know, Havraha did that really well with that Coliseum. Just the environment, like there's so much stuff going on in the environment, from the pounding rain to all of the cheering people in the were they stands, were they bleachers in the seats, all the cheering people in the seats, the Gozer ish throne for Hera looked really good. So, good job on that. So, that was Helna of Troy. Definitely recommended. It seems that there was a bit more room to roleplay in there. It was more roleplay centric. I'm not sure if I'm not sure what gets I'm not sure if any of those decisions change anything. I'm not sure if prostrating yourself before Hera would have saved the Klingon ship. She killed the Klingons, and I feel sad about that. But the only reason she didn't try killing the Waglinde first is because she knew she fucking couldn't. So, I can live with that. But yeah. Let's go ahead and leave this system. That should dump us out in, yep, in Eta Eridani. And I'm actually, I probably should have used the transwarp first. So let's go ahead and head to the bridge. Stupid loading screens. Okay, Rick's still sitting somewhere where he shouldn't be. Let's go ahead and go in here so I don't have people spamming team invites at me. Until next time, this is Alchemisted, and this has been Star Trek Online, Rise of the Red Shirt, and I will see you guys later. So, later!